Chelsea were utterly embarrassed by Manchester City on Sunday afternoon, falling to a 6-0 loss at the Etihad. Pep Guardiola's side led from the 4th minute after Raheem Sterling slammed the ball past Kepa Arrizabalaga and into the visitors' net. Within 20 minutes it was 3-0 thanks to a quick-fire double from Sergio Aguero, and 5 minutes later, Ilkay Gundogan made it 4. Chelsea steadied themselves for the remainder of the first half but conceded 2 more goals after the break. Aguero completed his hat-trick from the penalty spot just before the hour mark, and with 10 minutes to go, Sterling rounded off the scoring. Very few people would have seen it coming, but it seems former Chelsea boss Antonio Conte was one that actually did. Back in March 2018, he took the Blues to the Etihad to face City, who at the time were 12 points clear at the top of the table, running away with the league. Conte set his side up very defensively, parking the bus on that day, and they seemed resigned to losing the game, by as few goals as possible. It worked to an extent as they lost 1-0. Chelsea were terrible to watch that day too, but after the game, the Italian coach defended his tactics against a backlash from fans and pundits. And it's those comments that have come back to haunt Sarri and his side in the aftermath of their club record-breaking defeat. "I'm not so stupid to play open against City and lose 3-0 or 4-0, Conte said after the game last year. "If I remember, Arsenal played against them like that and you criticized them a lot because they conceded 3 goals in 30 minutes. The pundits must use their heads when you speak about tactics." To make matters worse for Sarri, those same pundits that slammed Conte for his tactics last March have made a U-turn, with Jamie Carragher suggesting this was Chelsea's worst ever performance. "I called a couple of Chelsea performances a disgrace going into this game. This is as bad as anything," Carragher said at half-time, for the Mirror. Looking at Sarri, just over halfway through his first season, but the worst thing I can say is it looks like he's turned Chelsea into Arsenal. That Arsenal team that just used to get battered for the last 7 or 8 years away from home in big games because they were too weak. You never say that about Chelsea no matter what has gone on, but they have been weak. We're watching a really weak football team here. Ouch. Things aren't looking good for Sarri, who now has a fight on to keep his job at Stamford Bridge.